Welcome to the newest installment of Who's in the Spotlight. I am the man, the myth, the gift. What's the store with T. Moore? And today I'm here with Mr. Larese Purnell of
Likewise Fix, man. And CLE consulting firm as well.
There we go. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having us. We've been trying to just make this thing happen for a few months now. Your schedule crazy, my schedule crazy. Yeah. And today we finally made it happen.
It's a blessing to even be here, man. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. You know, the show goes, we start with the beginning, kind of like the middle, and then we like to close strong.
Yes.
And with that being said, we just dive right into the show. Tell us where to start. Tell me where you're from.
I'm native of Cleveland. Okay. Grew up in Warrensville, graduated from Warrensville, went away to Bowling Green State University, did my undergrad, and then went to University of Toledo and got an MBA in finance. And I've been in the finance and accounting arena for close to about 18 years now. So I own my own firm right here. I wanted to do it right, bring it back to Cleveland. So I own an accounting firm located downtown on Lakeside Avenue. Myself and 5 other CPAs. And hey, man, just happy to be doing some great things in the city that I grew up in. So
so numbers has always been your thing.
Oh man, that's what I love to do.
Okay.
This is what you love to do. That's what I love to do. Some people like to paint. Some people like to cook. You know, I love to do numbers. So yes.
Now, did you see yourself transitioning over to the restaurant side of things?
You know, if you would have asked me 5 years ago, a lot of things that has happened and transpired, I didn't see myself in the position I'm in today. You know, a good friend of mine, I call him my brother, you know, his kids are my family, his wife. Eric, it has been in this, it has a passion for the restaurant industry and cooking. And you know, he asked me, hey, Larese, you know, you do that well, I do this well. We've come together, we could do some great things. So, you know, we actually launched, you know, all 5 of the restaurants we have now last year in 2017. And, you know, through that collaboration, you know, to answer your question, I didn't see myself there, but, you know, God has been amazing since we've, you know, collaborated. So
let's put those 5 restaurants out there. What are the names of them?
So we have the Fresh Fix of Heights that's located right there on Lee Road, you know, Subway. We have the Sweet Fix Bakery. And we have the Fix Bistro that's on Lee Road as well. Black Box Fix, where we're standing in now, is in Legacy Village. And we just opened last week. We opened Rock 21, located on 21st and Superior. So, yes, some amazing things happen, man. The biggest thing for me and Eric is just the impact it has on the communities we go in, because we try to do a lot of community outreach, as well as we always put a goal of how many jobs we'll create everywhere we go. So we're over 65 employees between all our different locations at this point. So it's a blessing to get back. So
awesome, man. That's one thing I can say about you is when you put your name or attach your name to something, the people come out and support. Building up the community and helping people with jobs is very important. Now, with the 5 restaurants, are they kind of the same, or are they different, or are you guys giving us some diversity?
Some diversity, man. Okay. We want, I was telling somebody yesterday, I wanted you to stop for us for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we had the same food, you only want to make one stop.
Right,
so we definitely want to give you some diversity. So that's why we have the Healthy Eats. We have the seafood. Downtown is more seafood driven. Okay. Here's the unique sandwiches. The Creole food is on Lee Road. And then, of course, the bakery, which doesn't only just do our brands, but we do a lot of other restaurants that we provide their bakery across the city as well. So
that's huge. You know, they say it's a myth when people open up restaurants, maybe the first 6 months to a year is like the roughest time.
Yeah.
And you would say the consistency of things.
Yeah.
Most of the time when the restaurant first opens, you're trying to put out your best work, you're trying to grab that crowd. What's some of the things that you guys have come up with to keep that consistency as far as keeping the chefs and keeping that food on a consistent, you guys are tasting like the very first time you open. Yeah.
It's a couple dynamics, and because people are asking, okay, why do you have so many restaurants? Why do you put them in such a small area? One is because we wanted to do employee share. Where one employee I have an employee who works here that works at 2 other locations. Because in the restaurant industry, you tend to, the turnover is almost like the insurance industry is a high turnover. And for that, we said, okay, how do we combat that? And so what we did was we created an opportunity for us not to lose employees, because if the business gets slow, you got to cut hours. Now, they're like, hey, I got to find something that's more consistent. So by having a multiple location and training them on one brand, we could send you across the street to pick up some hours, send you up the street to pick up some hours. And then too, we try to pay people more than an average restaurant. It's not all about what we're going to make from it, but it's how we're going to impact the people that work for us to reward them for the good work they do. So, and then consistently just taking care of the employees. If you take care of them, they'll take care of you, and then they'll in turn take care of your customers. So, and then leading by example. You have to lead by example. You will see me in here. I'll put a 60-hour week into my accounting firm. Weekly. Now I'm coming here on the weekends, or you'll see me at any one of the locations, making sure I get in. You'll see me with a mop in my hand. You'll see me taking the trash out. You won't see me cooking though. We won't have any customers. That's where the consistency will be dead. But other than that, if you lead by example, it's not hard to ask somebody to do something they haven't seen you do. So if they've seen you do everything, you can ask them to do anything. So that's what we strive to do, and make sure we still continue to have that consistency across all the brands. So
great point. I wonder if anyone else had taken that approach. That's a phenomenal thought process to put that thing together and actually give people. You're giving people the opportunity to really make a living. That's right. What's the next thing? What's the next step?
So the next step for us is you're sitting in Black Box, but that's why I picked this location. This is a franchise model. This is going to be the flagship here for Cleveland. We're going to make a couple changes and adjustments to this location, but we're going to start off in universities. So I have a couple university deals on the table now. We're going to put those on some campuses and try it. And then my clientele, I handle a lot of athletes, entertainers. So some of my athletes will go to their home cities and they'll buy into the brand, and then they'll be the face for that city, and they'll get the support immediately because they have a brand and they're recognizable and things of that sort. So we're working through that dynamic now, and we're excited. So we're done. I tell people we're done in Cleveland. People say we need you to happen. We need you on the west side. I said, this is all we're going to put out here, but we are going to create some opportunities elsewhere as well. So that's what we're working on.
Oh, so you are going to branch out to other cities around?
And what we're going to do start in Ohio first. Okay. So we were looking at we had an opportunity to go to Cincinnati, Columbus, and then Youngstown. So we're trying to figure out what's the best place to start first. And I think the smart way to do it whenever you're franchising is not try to start, from the Midwest and go all the way to the West Coast, but that's cost. I got to travel out there. I got to make sure the brand is being taken care of. Where this is, I could jump in the car, go see it, make sure, touch, feel it, and so go from there. So. Yep.
You definitely probably want to go to the place that's most hated for us.
Okay.
Us Cleveland Browns fans. Pittsburgh food is terrible. That's what I'm saying. They need the Black Box there in the Black Fix. What is the Black Box Fix in Pittsburgh? Yes. Other than that, the restaurants. Is there anything else that you guys have going, or is it works?
Yeah, so for me, with having a finance background, last year I had the opportunity to travel to about 30 cities and teach financial literacy. So impacted over 25,000 people, had almost $192 million worth of life insurance being purchased in our city. I don't sell life insurance, but when I talk about legacy and transfer of legacy in our community, so I was hired by John Hancock, New York Life, various organizations that come out, educate our community. I don't apologize that I'm trying to train our community and educate them on areas that sometimes where it was either neglected or just our parents didn't know about it, so they couldn't teach us or transfer the knowledge. So that's something on a personal note that you're going to see. I have a second book that's coming out, the new publishing company I'm working with that out of Dallas. So I'll be releasing that towards the end of this year, and man, just continue to just touch small businesses. That's my thing. Really working with entrepreneurs to not only allow us to win, but I want to see other people win as well. Break that, number that, our business is closed the first year they open their doors, but it's a reason for that. So if I can provide a tool to them to allow them to last a little longer than, the plan they had in place to start out, that's what I'm doing. So me and my partners at the firm are committed to doing that and we touch over probably about 135 to 150 small businesses right here in this community. So that's what we're doing, man.
Now, the second book, is this going to be about financial
Absolutely.
literacy?
Absolutely. It's going to be, so what we'll be talking about is on that one, I'll be touching on entrepreneurship and just the foundation. I'll stick with financial foundations because I started with the personal. And now I'm going to the business. You have bad personal finances, you're absolutely going to carry that to your business. So I had to start with the foundation first. Now I'm going to jump over into the business and say, I taught you that, now bring those principles to your business and let's create some real structure. So I'm excited about that.
What would you say would be the most important thing about it?
Oh my goodness. If you say it's one, having books. When I say books, having an account system in place in a business, I work with businesses that range from $100,000 to $24, $25 million. And I'll tell you, I have businesses that have been in this community for 20 plus years and that do over $3 to $4 million a year and had no books in place. So they would let money go out their back doors as quick as it was coming in the front door. So having a foundation, having an account system, having an account, first of all, and then taxes. If I tell somebody I personally did 40 tax returns, if I just give it a simple number, 40 tax returns myself, I actually probably did in that 40, I might have done probably 200 years because I had to do 5 or 4 or 3 years for everybody because people, come in, they don't come in with just 1 year.
Right.
They're like, Larese, I've been filed since 2012. But I've been in business and I have a brick and mortar, so things of that sort. So that's one of the challenges I'm finding, and it really was a shock to me because I thought it was just, okay, they just need the foundation. They need to know how to price their product. No, it's the taxes that's getting us in trouble that don't allow us to scale up and reach the capacity that we potentially could reach because we can't get any capital. Can't get capital without financials, without tax returns. So that's where I'm spending a lot of time. Unlike most firms, you go to some of the bigger firms in the city, hey, they're gonna drop you a profit and loss, a balance sheet, and they're gonna keep it moving and send you that invoice. With us, we're spending time educating. So is it pulling on me a lot more? Yeah. Absolutely, but I understand it's a ministry as well, that I have a responsibility to give them something they probably wouldn't get anyplace else. So that's what I'm doing, man.
You're helping them with the longevity.
Oh, absolutely. I want to see them exist. And like I tell them, I'm honest. If we're in a situation where, as a business owner, you're creating something where everybody can win. Your employees win, you can win, the community wins, I can win. Because if you exist, I stay around. But if you fail, then I got to keep looking for new companies.
Yep.
So new customers. So all that being said is, it's an exciting thing, man.
Wow.
Yeah, so it keeps me busy.
Yeah.
That's why it took us a couple of months to get together. We're here now.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
With that being said, we're getting ready to wrap it up. Anything else that you want the people to know? Shoot out your social media, any events that you may have coming.
Yeah, so August 12th on Public Square, I'm having the Real Black Friday. It's the 5th year. Last year we had about 7,000 people come out to Edgewater Park. This year it's going to be on Public Square, Sunday, August 12th. I'm expecting about 10,000 people to come. I have about 200 black-owned businesses that will be on the square, food trucks. Ray J will be here as our host. I'm looking to bring a national artist as well. I'll be announcing that the 1st of June. You'll see billboards all over the city. But follow me at Larese Purnell. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm on all of them. Just follow me, support me. And when you support me, remember, I'm supporting others. It's not just about me. I'm trying to show that through the movement that we have in the city. So thanks for having me, man.
Thank you again.
I appreciate it.
Making this happen. I am What's in Store with T. Moore. Check in the Who's in the Spotlight. Mars vs. Venus is coming soon. You better do that. Peace.